What if I told you that you hold the power to become the most unforgettable presence in someone's life? To cultivate a magnetic allure so irresistible that they can't help but think about you, day and night, awake or dreaming. Imagine lingering in their mind like a haunting melody they can't shake, a mysterious force pulling them back to you over and over again. They won't understand why, but they'll find themselves addicted to the feeling, craving more, and unable to let go. This isn't about cheap tricks or empty manipulation. It's about unlocking the hidden potential within human psychology, the deep forces that drive attraction, longing, and obsession. It's about creating a connection so profound that it transcends mere infatuation, reaching into something far more compelling and enduring. This is for those who dare to master the art of influence, who seek to transform fleeting curiosity into an unshakable desire, and a simple attraction into an all-consuming obsession. As Nietzsche once said, "He who has a why to live can bear almost any how." This journey begins with understanding your why. Why must you become the one they can't stop thinking about? Your purpose, your why, is the foundation of the magnetic pull you'll create, the key to drawing them toward you with an intensity they can't resist. Picture it, like a moth to a flame, they're drawn to you not just for your light but for the intrigue, the tension, and the promise of something just beyond their reach. You become their enigma, the person who offers just enough to keep them captivated while leaving them yearning for more. This isn't about giving everything away. Obsession isn't born from abundance. It's an art, a dance between connection, mystery, and the unspoken tension that electrifies the air between you. But this journey doesn't start with them, it starts with you. Why do you want to inspire obsession? Is it love, power, or the desire to feel truly irreplaceable? Understanding your motivations is crucial because obsession, when wielded with intention and care, can be a beautiful, transformative force. It binds people in ways that are hard to break. Yet, mishandle it, and it can consume you both. So, are you ready to step into this intoxicating dance of attraction and intrigue? To unlock the secrets of a connection so magnetic it defies explanation? Let's explore the art of becoming unforgettable, the one they simply can't let go of. Let's take this intoxicating force and guide it with intention and purpose, shaping it into something that doesn't just capture their attention but transforms their world entirely. Picture yourself as the unexpected plot twist in their life story. They thought they had everything figured out, until you arrived, throwing them off balance, keeping them guessing, and making them crave the next chapter with an intensity they can't control. Obsession isn't something you demand, it's something you cultivate. It's earned through a presence so profound that you become inseparable from their thoughts. It's about being the echo in their quiet moments, the memory they can't escape, and the feeling they yearn to relive. This isn't achieved through grand, fleeting gestures, but through deliberate, meaningful actions that speak to the core of their desires. You don't just meet their needs, you reflect them back, becoming the mirror to their deepest longings, the person who embodies the version of themselves they dream of becoming. Imagine being the one they wake up thinking about, the one they dream of when the world grows quiet. It's not about what you say, but how you make them feel, how your presence lingers, how your energy resonates. They'll fall, not for your words, but for the way you reflect their own aspirations and untapped potential. You are not just a person to them, you are a possibility, a vision of something greater. But let's be clear, this path is not for the faint-hearted. To truly master the art of obsession requires emotional intelligence, patience, and an unshakable belief in your own worth. As Marcus Aurelius wisely noted, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. In much the same way, the depth of their obsession will depend on the quality of the impression you leave. Every word, every glance, every moment of shared silence becomes a carefully placed piece in a puzzle they'll never stop trying to solve. You are the rare jewel they can't forget, shining not with loud brilliance but with a quiet allure that draws them closer, leaving them wondering what lies beneath. You are the song that plays in their mind when they least expect it, the dream they can almost touch but can never fully grasp. When they look at you, they don't just see a person, they see hope, mystery, and the promise of something extraordinary. This is how you become unforgettable, by being the light they chase, the enigma they can't unravel, and the reason they can't stop coming back for more. Imagine becoming a sensation they simply can't let go of. This is the art of obsession. It's not about forcing someone's attention, it's about creating an irresistible allure so profound that forgetting you becomes impossible. It's about amplifying your unique energy to such a degree that they are drawn to you effortlessly. You're not controlling them. You're becoming so deeply embedded in their thoughts that your absence feels like a void they can't ignore, a gap they are compelled to fill. But let's make one thing clear, this journey isn't just about them. It's about you. It's about unlocking your full potential, stepping into your power, and transforming into someone who is undeniably magnetic, unforgettable, and irresistible. This isn't a game of shallow tricks, it's a path of self-discovery and personal evolution, and the techniques we're about to explore are for those bold enough to claim their place in someone's world. Are you ready to become the person who commands attention, leaves a lasting mark, and becomes the heartbeat of someone's story? This is not for the faint-hearted. It's for those who are ready to make an impact that lingers long after they've left the room. Take a deep breath, let go of self-doubt, and prepare to dive into strategies that will transform how others perceive you, and how you perceive yourself. Picture it, with the right mindset and techniques, you can master the art of turning fleeting moments into unforgettable memories. You can become the presence that resonates in someone's thoughts long after the moment has passed. This is about stepping into your power and embracing the truth that you have the ability to leave a permanent mark, not just on their world, but on your own. Now, it's time to take action. Begin with the power of affirmation. Say it, feel it, believe it, I am magnetic. I am unforgettable. I am the center of their thoughts. Let this resonate deeply within you. Own it. Step into this version of yourself who commands attention and captivates effortlessly. If you're ready to transform your relationships, your self-image, and your impact on the world, this is your moment. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and join us on this journey of bold transformation. Together, we're building a community of confident individuals who know their worth, claim their power, and leave an indelible mark wherever they go. This is your time, are you ready to embrace it? An empathy so profound that they sense you truly understand, even the emotions they've never spoken aloud. This is how you begin to whisper to their soul, by meeting them in the quiet, unguarded spaces of their being. It's not about responding to their words, it's about responding to their essence, the feelings and stories that linger just beneath the surface. Imagine being the one who doesn't just hear them but truly sees them. The person who makes them feel understood in a way no one else ever has. That's the secret to creating a connection so powerful it transcends physical presence. When you tap into their dreams, their fears, and the longings they barely dare to admit even to themselves, you don't just become someone in their life, you become a part of them. The soul, as Marcus Aurelius said, becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. Now, picture yourself as the artist, subtly coloring their thoughts with your presence, leaving a mark so vivid that it becomes an inseparable part of them. Your voice, your energy, your essence, these become the whispers that echo in their mind, long after you've walked away. This isn't about grand gestures or overbearing attention. True connection lives in the moments that most people overlook. It's found in the unspoken language of body movements, the pauses in conversation, the vulnerability in their tone. For example, if they recount a bittersweet memory with a faint, wistful smile, don't just acknowledge it with words. Match their energy. Feel it with them. Let your response show that you're not only listening but experiencing that moment alongside them. This shared resonance creates a bond that words alone could never achieve. To master this art, you must become a master observer. Pay attention to the small details, the way their eyes light up when they talk about their passions or the subtle hesitation in their voice when they reveal a fear. These are the whispers of their soul, the parts of them they don't even realize they're sharing. By noticing these moments, you show them that they are seen, not just at their surface but at their very core. When you whisper to someone's soul, you're not forcing them to care. You're inviting them into a connection so rare and intimate that it becomes irresistible. They won't just think of you as someone they like, they'll feel you as someone who has woven themselves into their very being. And that, more than anything, is what creates a lasting obsession, a connection that lingers, deep and unshakable, like a melody that stays with them long after the song has ended. So, are you ready to become the whisper they can't ignore? This journey is as much about understanding them as it is about understanding yourself. Because when you learn to listen to their soul, you also begin to awaken your own. This is how you create a bond that doesn't just touch the surface but transforms their world, and yours. Temporary impression, you become a permanent part of their world, woven into the very fabric of their thoughts and emotions. It's incredible how the smallest, most intimate gestures can leave the deepest marks, shaping not only how they see you but also how they see themselves in your presence. Think about it, a simple, heartfelt comment like, "Isn't it amazing how certain moments from the past shape who we are?" They're like pieces of ourselves etched in time, does more than just fill silence. It shows that you understand the depth of their experiences. It tells them you see not just the person standing in front of you, but the journey that brought them here. It's these subtle acknowledgments, the ones most people overlook, that create ripples in their heart, resonating long after the moment has passed. Every interaction is a chance to plant seeds in their soul. These seeds grow through thoughtful words, meaningful glances, and gestures so understated yet profound that they linger in the back of their mind, drawing them back to you. Like ripples in still water, the effects of these small moments travel far beyond what's visible, embedding you deeper and deeper into their thoughts. Notice the things others don't. Maybe it's the way they pause mid-sentence when they're searching for the right word, or the soft smile that dances across their lips when they recall a cherished memory. These subtle details reveal their essence, the unique layers of who they are. When you reflect these qualities back to them with sincerity, you show them that they are truly seen. Not just their surface self, but the unspoken depths that make them who they are. In a world full of noise, your quiet attentiveness will set you apart. Most people shout for attention, desperate to be noticed, but you will be different. You will whisper. You'll connect on a level so profound that it feels effortless, natural. You'll become the calm amidst the chaos, the steady presence they instinctively gravitate toward. This quiet pull isn't about control or manipulation, it's the power of simply being there, of creating a space where they feel understood without judgment. This kind of connection is magnetic. It's not born from flashy gestures or fleeting moments of intensity, but from the gentle energy of genuine understanding. You become the quiet warmth they seek, the light they return to when the rest of the world feels cold. And the best part? This connection doesn't fade with time. Like the roots of a tree, it grows deeper, stronger, becoming an unshakable foundation in their life. When you're the person they turn to for comfort, for clarity, and for a sense of belonging, you don't just occupy a place in their thoughts, you become home. This is the essence of lasting connection, the kind that turns fleeting attraction into an unbreakable bond. It's not about forcing yourself into their life, it's about quietly becoming indispensable, the presence they can't imagine being without them. The art of creating lasting connection, and even obsession, lies in mastering this balance, in being both the flame that warms and the air that allows the fire to breathe. This dynamic, this subtle push and pull, is what keeps desire alive and their thoughts circling back to you time and time again. To truly embed yourself in someone's soul, embrace the power of restraint. Be present, but don't feel compelled to fill every silence with words or actions. Often, the most profound moments happen in the quiet, in the spaces where your presence alone is enough to make them feel seen and understood. When you create an environment where they feel safe to reveal their true selves, you're not just building a connection, you're becoming an anchor in their life. Like a lighthouse guiding ships through a storm, your quiet strength becomes the constant they seek in moments of uncertainty. This isn't about manipulation, it's about mastery, the mastery of genuine connection. When you listen with intention, see them for who they truly are, and respond to the unspoken whispers of their soul, you create something rare and magnetic. They will replay your words in their mind, remember the way you made them feel, and crave the unique bond they've found in you. This isn't something they can easily let go of, it's a connection that becomes a part of them, woven into their very being. The flame of desire burns brightest when it's nurtured with just the right balance. Too much closeness can overwhelm, while too much distance can make it fade. But when you learn to master the delicate dance between these extremes, you create a tension that is utterly captivating. This balance keeps them on their toes, leaving them longing for more while appreciating every moment they have with you. It's this dance, this interplay of closeness and space, that stokes the fires of their fascination and keeps the connection alive. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus wisely observed, it is not things that disturb us, but our interpretations of them. The same holds true for relationships. How they interpret your presence, your actions, and even your silences determines the strength of the bond you create. By learning to whisper to their soul, to communicate in ways that go beyond the surface, you can shape their perception of you into something unforgettable. Here's your affirmation: I am the voice that lingers in their heart, the presence that resonates in their soul. Say it, write it, believe it. Let it become a part of who you are as you step into the role of someone who creates connections that last a lifetime. If you're ready to embrace this power, write this affirmation in the comments below. Commit to becoming the kind of person who whispers to souls, who leaves a mark so profound that it becomes an unshakable part of their being. This is where obsession begins, not in loud declarations or grand gestures, but in the quiet, profound resonance that only true connection can create. Are you ready to become the guiding force they can't help but follow? World, drawing them in with an invisible pull that keeps their thoughts orbiting around you. It's not just about proximity, it's about creating a rhythm, a push and pull so perfectly orchestrated that they can't help but be captivated. This delicate balance is the essence of emotional rhythm, a dance where every step is calculated yet feels completely natural. Tension is the heart of this magnetic connection, a force that stirs their emotions, heightens their awareness, and keeps them longing for more. It's not about manipulation or playing games. It's about understanding the psychology of attraction and using it to foster a connection so profound, it feels like a story they can't stop reading. Humans crave certainty to feel secure, but we're equally drawn to the thrill of uncertainty, the what if that makes our hearts race. By mastering this paradox, you create a bond that is both comforting and exhilarating. Picture this: you lean in, sharing a moment so vulnerable and electric that it feels like the world fades away. Your words, your touch, your energy, they all tell them, I see you. I feel you. But just as the connection reaches its peak, you step back, not to create distance, but to leave room for longing. In that space, they'll replay the moment, relive the feeling, and yearn for the next time you'll let them in. This isn't withholding, it's creating an experience, one where your presence becomes the highlight of their thoughts. This emotional push and pull mirrors the natural forces of magnetism. Too much closeness can feel overwhelming, pushing them away, while too much distance allows the connection to fade. But when you find that perfect balance, you create an irresistible pull, one that lingers whether you're near or far. Like a perfectly tuned melody, your presence strikes a chord that resonates deeply within them. Think about the moments they'll color their thoughts with your presence. The way your eyes met in an unspoken conversation, the laughter you shared over something trivial, the quiet pause that spoke louder than words. And then, the ache they'll feel when you're not there, wondering what you're thinking, where you are, and when they'll see you again. This is the power of tension, transforming fleeting interactions into unforgettable memories. Remember, this isn't about toying with their emotions. It's about crafting a connection so layered and nuanced that it becomes a part of who they are. As Marcus Aurelius said, the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. By becoming the color in their thoughts, you embed yourself in their very being, a presence they can't shake even if they wanted to. You are the magnet, the guiding force that creates both comfort and longing, security and excitement. This mastery of emotional rhythm, of closeness and space, is what makes you unforgettable. They won't just remember you, they'll feel you, in the quietest moments of their day and in the depths of their soul. This is how you become not just someone they know, but someone they can't let go of. Means understanding the delicate interplay of connection and mystery. It's about crafting moments so profound they become etched in their memory, while also creating spaces for them to reflect, to yearn, and to realize the impact you have on their life. This rhythm of closeness and distance is not just a strategy, it's an art form, a way to make them see you not as someone passing through their life but as someone who becomes a part of it. When you're close, make it unforgettable. Look into their eyes with genuine intensity, letting them feel seen and understood in a way that few ever do. Share stories, vulnerabilities, or laughter that feels rare and sacred, like a secret only the two of you hold. These moments are the melody, rich with meaning and connection, the highs they'll crave again and again. They'll begin to associate your presence with warmth, safety, and intrigue. But then comes the pause, the space you create by stepping back. Not out of disinterest, but as part of the natural ebb and flow of your connection. Perhaps you take a day to yourself, delay a response, or simply retreat to your own pursuits. This isn't about manipulation, it's about allowing them to feel the absence of your energy, to notice the silence where your presence used to be. In that quiet, they'll feel the pull, the subtle tension that keeps you lingering in their thoughts. Timing is everything. Pull away too abruptly or for too long, and you risk breaking the rhythm. The withdrawal must feel organic, as if it's a natural part of who you are, someone with a rich, fulfilling life of their own. This is not about playing games or creating doubt about your feelings. It's about crafting an experience where they begin to appreciate every moment with you because they understand it's a gift, not a given. This dance of connection and distance does something profound. It embeds you in their mind and heart. They'll start to notice the way your laughter lingers in their memory, the warmth of your presence contrasted by the cool ache of your absence. It's a push and pull that keeps them emotionally engaged, not because they're unsure of you, but because they're sure of the impact you have on them. As this rhythm unfolds, they'll begin to question not your feelings, but their own. Why do they feel so drawn to you? Why does your absence feel heavier than it should? These questions don't just keep you in their thoughts, they make you irreplaceable. You're no longer just someone they like or care about, you're someone who has woven themselves into the fabric of their life. Imagine it, every glance, every conversation, every shared silence becomes a thread in a tapestry they can't stop admiring. They're captivated not just by who you are but by the way you make them feel, alive, intrigued, and drawn to something they can't quite define. You are the symphony they can't stop hearing, the gravitational pull they can't resist. Mastering this dance transforms you into more than just a fleeting presence. You become a constant, an emotional rhythm they can't help but move to. And in that movement, you find your place not just in their world, but in their soul. Who seems to hold secrets just beyond our reach. These things ignite our curiosity and keep our thoughts spinning. When you embody this kind of mystery, you become unforgettable. They'll find themselves replaying your words, analyzing your actions, and wondering what lies beneath the surface of the person you are. It's not manipulation, it's the art of intrigue, a way to draw them closer while leaving them craving more. To master this, you don't have to be intentionally vague or aloof. Instead, focus on sharing pieces of yourself selectively. Let your stories hint at a deeper narrative without laying everything bare. When they ask about your past, share a meaningful moment but leave them wondering about the rest. When you discuss your passions, show them your excitement but let them sense there's more you haven't yet shared. This isn't about withholding, it's about inviting them into a journey of discovery. Mystery thrives in the gaps between what they know and what they yearn to understand. These gaps create tension, a kind of mental space where their thoughts can't help but dwell on you. When you become the puzzle they can't solve, their mind will revisit every conversation, every look, and every moment with you, trying to piece together the enigma of who you are. But being mysterious doesn't mean being closed off. It's about depth. Let them see flashes of your vulnerability, enough to make them feel connected but not so much that the entire picture becomes clear. For example, if they ask why a certain song moves you, don't give them the full backstory. Say something like, "It reminds me of a time I'll never forget." This kind of response invites them to lean closer, to dig deeper, to want to know more. Mystery is also about unpredictability. Routine and predictability can dull even the most intense connections. Keep them on their toes by doing the unexpected, a surprise text, an out-of-the-blue insight, or a moment of silence that leaves them wondering what you're thinking. This unpredictability makes you exciting, a force they can't quite pin down but can't stop being drawn to. It's important to balance mystery with authenticity. The goal isn't to fabricate a persona or hide your true self, but to show them that there's always more to discover about you. Authentic mystery is rooted in genuine complexity, the layers of your experiences, passions, and dreams that make you who you are. When they sense that your depth is real, they'll feel compelled to dive in and explore it. Imagine becoming the question that lingers in their mind late at night. The more they try to solve you, the more they realize there's no final answer, only endless fascination. Like a great novel or a piece of art, you're not meant to be fully understood, but to be experienced, pondered, and appreciated. Here's your affirmation: I am the mystery that captivates, the puzzle they can't resist. Write this in the comments and embrace the power of being someone who keeps them guessing. By mastering the art of mystery, you're not just creating attraction, you're becoming unforgettable. You're showing them that you're not just another person passing through their life but an experience, a story, a presence that lingers long after you've left the room. So, step into your power, embrace the allure of the unknown, and let them discover you one layer at a time. Beneath the surface. Your silence becomes as compelling as your words, your pauses as meaningful as your stories. When you speak, let your words carry weight. When you're silent, let it spark curiosity. This delicate balance creates an irresistible allure, pulling them deeper into the enigma of who you are. Imagine yourself as a masterpiece in a gallery. From a distance, you captivate with your beauty and presence. Up close, the details reveal intricacies that make you unforgettable, but there's always an element they can't quite grasp, a part of the story that only you hold. This is the essence of being the puzzle they can't solve. Your mystery isn't about being aloof or inaccessible, it's about inviting them into a journey of discovery. Give them just enough to stay intrigued, but let them do the work of connecting the dots. Share a moment that hints at vulnerability, then shift the focus, leaving them wondering about the parts you didn't say. Talk about your aspirations, but let the reasons behind them remain untold. These are the threads they'll follow, weaving you into their thoughts even when you're not around. Mastering this art means understanding the power of subtlety. A glance that lingers a moment too long, a laugh that suggests there's more behind it, or a question that turns their focus inward, all these small actions leave lasting impressions. They won't just remember you, they'll feel compelled to uncover more, to understand what lies beneath the surface. But this dance requires intention. Oversharing or feigned mystery can break the spell. Authentic mystery stems from self-awareness and confidence. When you know your worth, you don't feel the need to explain yourself fully. You become comfortable with the idea that some parts of you are meant to remain unseen, shared only with those who truly earn them. Think of yourself as the final chapter in an unfinished novel. They might glimpse the outline of the story, feel the emotion behind the words, but the ending remains yours to reveal, or not. The allure is in the journey, the way you draw them closer while leaving just enough distance for their curiosity to thrive. Here's your affirmation: I am a masterpiece of depth and intrigue, a story they can't resist exploring. Write this in the comments and step into the power of being the person who lingers in their thoughts long after the conversation ends. In a world where so much is laid bare, your mystery becomes your strength. You become not just someone they meet but an experience they crave, a riddle they can't solve but can't stop trying to. So embrace the allure of the unknown, hold your truth with quiet confidence, and let them discover you, piece by tantalizing piece. People unlock their full potential and master the art of irresistible connection. This journey isn't just about mastering attraction, it's about embracing the mystery and complexity that make you uniquely captivating. The key is understanding that your mystery doesn't mean being distant or elusive for the sake of it. It means choosing when and how to reveal yourself, showing just enough to keep them intrigued, while withholding the parts of you that make you whole. When you hold back just enough, you leave them with a longing, a curiosity that grows stronger with every moment spent in your presence. They will want to uncover the hidden depths of you, not because you're playing games, but because your complexity feels magnetic. The more you allow them to fill in the blanks with their own imagination, the deeper they will fall into the puzzle that is you. Your mystery becomes an irresistible force, drawing them in with each interaction, leaving them wanting more. You'll become the enigma they can't forget, the person they'll never fully understand but will always seek to get closer to. By holding on to your boundaries, your uniqueness, and your layers, you show them that you are someone worthy of admiration. They won't just see you as someone they know, but as someone they desire to decode, someone they will always be drawn to in their quest for discovery. Remember, the most magnetic individuals are not those who share everything, they are the ones who leave others wanting to learn more. They are the ones who make every moment spent with them a puzzle worth solving. Embrace your mystery, own your complexity, and let them become obsessed with uncovering the depths of who you truly are. Your affirmation for the day: I am the riddle they can't solve, the mystery they can't resist. Write it down, affirm it, and step confidently into the power of your own allure. If you believe in your ability to captivate and intrigue, let the world feel your presence. You're not just someone to be known, you are the mystery they will crave to uncover. Bring a part of themselves to life. It's not just beauty, it's a reflection of who you truly are. That small, thoughtful compliment doesn't just recognize their exterior, it touches their core, planting an image in their mind of who they are when they're at their most authentic. The power of planting a seed lies in creating moments that feel rare, meaningful, and personal, experiences that stir emotion and spark curiosity. A small gesture, a fleeting glance, or a single sentence that highlights their unique qualities can leave a lasting imprint, subtly weaving your presence into their subconscious. The key here is emotional resonance. Think of it like this: when you plant a seed, you're not just offering words or gestures, you're offering something that stirs a deep, genuine feeling. When they reflect on you, they won't just remember what you said, they'll remember how you made them feel. They'll start nurturing that feeling in their mind, replaying it over and over until it grows into something more. Here's a practical example. If you want to plant a seed of connection, focus on the way they express passion or joy. Compliment their energy or enthusiasm in a way that highlights their essence, not just the surface level. Something like, the way your eyes light up when you're talking about your dreams, it's like you're speaking directly from your heart, makes them feel seen, heard, and understood on a deep level. This kind of compliment doesn't just sit on the surface, it stirs something in them that they won't forget. By planting these kinds of seeds, you're not forcing your way into their thoughts, you're offering a piece of yourself that speaks to their deepest, often unspoken, desires. They will choose to nurture that connection over time, and in doing so, they'll become more and more captivated by you. Mastering this art means understanding that influence doesn't always come from loud declarations or forceful actions, it comes from subtlety, patience, and the ability to evoke powerful emotions that they can't ignore. Over time, these seeds grow into something bigger, something undeniable, making your presence linger in their thoughts long after the moment has passed. Affirmation: I plant seeds of connection in their mind, leaving a lasting and undeniable presence. Embrace this power and start planting the seeds that will grow into lasting connections. Each small, meaningful interaction you have is an opportunity to embed yourself in their thoughts, turning moments into obsessions. Allowing it to blossom on its own. The beauty of planting a seed lies in its natural, organic growth. It's not something that needs to be constantly nurtured or pushed. Instead, it requires patience and a light touch, trusting that the seed you've planted will grow in its own time, with its own power. When you plant a seed in someone's mind, you're not demanding attention or trying to control their thoughts. You're offering them something that resonates on a deep level, something that feels like it belongs to them, something that they feel compelled to cultivate and hold on to. Whether it's a compliment that captures their essence or a shared experience that feels intimate and rare, you're creating a connection that lingers long after the moment is gone. The best part? You don't need to be loud or grand in your approach. Simple acts, like a lingering glance or a well-timed word, can be the most effective. You don't need to overwhelm them with constant attention or affection. In fact, It's the quiet moments that make the deepest impact. A soft word, a thoughtful pause, or a compliment that makes them feel truly seen, these are the seeds that grow into something profound. As time passes, they'll find themselves returning to those moments, replaying them in their minds, wondering about the meaning behind your words or actions. The seeds you plant become part of their inner landscape, shaping their thoughts and emotions in ways they may not even fully understand. They may not consciously realize how you've left an imprint on their soul, but the connection you fostered will remain with them, drawing them back to you time and time again. Affirmation: I plant seeds of connection that grow in their hearts and minds, becoming an indelible part of their world. By mastering the art of planting seeds, you're not just creating a fleeting connection, you're embedding yourself into their consciousness in a way that feels effortless and natural. It's not about forcing anything, it's about creating something so meaningful that it naturally blooms over time. This is the quiet power of influence. To speak the language of their heart. This language is not about mastering complex phrases or perfecting your speech, it's about understanding what resonates with them on a deep emotional level and communicating in a way that touches their soul. To speak this language, you need to pay attention. Tune into the subtle signals that reveal what matters most to them, their dreams, their fears, their desires, and their vulnerabilities. When you truly understand what makes someone tick, you can speak directly to their core, bypassing the logical, conscious mind and tapping into the emotional depths where true connection resides. This language isn't just about what you say, but how you make them feel. It's about creating an emotional experience with your words, gestures, and presence. For instance, instead of simply saying, "I care about you," show them with actions, small gestures, or words that convey the depth of your feelings. Speak to their fears with compassion, to their hopes with encouragement, and to their heart with a warmth that feels like home. When you speak the language of their heart, you create a resonance that lingers long after your words have faded. They won't just remember what you said, they'll remember how you made them feel. You become a source of emotional fulfillment in their life, the one who sees them deeply, who speaks to their inner world, and who leaves them wanting more of that connection. The beauty of this approach is that it's not manipulative, it's simply a deep, authentic connection that speaks to their most profound emotional needs. It's about becoming someone they don't just think about, but someone they feel in their heart, someone who has reached them in a way that no one else has. Affirmation: I speak the language of their heart, creating a deep, lasting connection that they can't forget. By mastering this language, you can turn every interaction into a deeply meaningful experience. You will become unforgettable, not because of what you say, but because of how your words touch their soul and linger in their heart long after the moment has passed. Speak from the heart, and you'll have them thinking about you long after you're gone. To truly connect with someone on a profound level, you must learn to speak the language of their heart, the rhythm of their deepest desires, fears, and longings. Relationships, especially the ones that last, are built not just on words but on a subtle understanding that transcends what is said. As the philosopher Seneca once said, we suffer more in imagination than in reality, and when it comes to emotional connection, this rings especially true. Many people go through life feeling unseen, misunderstood, or disconnected because others only notice the surface, while the vast emotional world they carry inside goes unnoticed. The art of connection, then, is not simply about hearing what someone says. It's about truly stepping into their world, listening not just with your ears, but with your heart. It's about hearing the whispers of their soul, the small, quiet moments when their guard is down and their true self emerges. Imagine you have the power to unlock the deepest parts of someone's being, to access the sacred treasure of their emotions, vulnerabilities, and desires. This power lies in your ability to truly listen, to notice the little things, the subtle shifts in their body language, the way their eyes sparkle when they talk about their passions, or the slight catch in their voice when they reveal a fear. These are the emotional threads that weave the fabric of their inner world, and when you can understand these subtle signals, you can speak directly to their core. Understanding someone's heart means tuning into their emotional rhythm. Some people are energized by affection, reassurance, and warmth, while others are drawn to excitement, challenge, and intensity. Some find comfort in tender, quiet moments, while others burn with a fierce passion that seeks to ignite and be ignited. By learning to recognize and flow with the unique emotional frequency of each person, you become the one who truly understands them, the one person who sees them not just for what they show on the outside but for the depth of what lies beneath. It's about creating an emotional connection that goes beyond anything superficial. This isn't manipulation or a game. It's true connection, the kind that speaks to their deepest needs and desires in a way no one else ever has. Think of it like tuning into a radio station. If you're not on the right frequency, the signal is unclear and frustrating. But when you match their emotional wavelength, everything falls into place. The connection becomes effortless, sharp, and magnetic. In that space, you'll begin to speak their heart's language, and in doing so, you'll become the one person they can't stop thinking about. By mastering the language of their heart, you become the voice they've been searching for, the one person who truly understands them, who resonates with their deepest self. When you speak their emotional language, you're no longer just someone they care for. You become the one who makes them feel seen, heard, and deeply understood. In a world full of distractions and noise, you become the rare, clear signal they've been craving, the connection they long for. This connection is more than just casual, it's magnetic, irresistible. It's the subtle power of emotional alignment. To truly master this, it takes more than just listening with your ears. It requires emotional intelligence and an ability to create a space where their feelings are not only acknowledged but validated and cherished. Think of it as building an emotional sanctuary, a safe space where they feel truly valued and understood. You don't need to overwhelm them with words. Sometimes, the most profound connections happen in silence. The quiet touch, the knowing glance, the soft presence that assures them you're there. It's in these moments that you truly speak to their heart. When you can align with their emotional needs, you make them feel safe, like they can be their true selves with you, and that's the key to becoming unforgettable. Start by observing, by paying attention not only to what they say but to how they feel and what they leave unsaid. What makes their eyes light up? What makes their voice tremble or soften? When do they laugh freely, without inhibition? These are the cues that tell you more than words ever could. Decoding these emotional signals lets you become the person who listens with more than your ears. You listen with your heart, speaking the words they didn't even know they needed to hear. Affirmation: I am the voice that speaks to their heart. I am the presence they can't ignore. Write this affirmation in the comments below to commit to mastering the language of emotional connection. By learning to speak their heart's language, you'll forge a bond so deep, so magnetic, that they won't be able to resist being drawn to you. You'll become the voice they crave, the connection they can't explain but desperately need. If this video resonated with you and helped unlock new insights into connecting on a deeper level, show your support by liking and subscribing to the channel. Your support fuels our mission to empower you to become the best version of yourself, helping you create powerful, unforgettable connections. Thank you for being a part of this journey. Your presence into a haunting memory they can't quite shake. It's not about being distant or detached, but about leaving just enough of yourself behind to make them crave more. The magic happens when you create an experience so captivating, so fleeting, that it lingers in their mind long after you've gone. Think of it like stepping into a dimly lit room. Your presence is felt, but it's never overpowering. You don't need to dominate the space to make an impact. A soft touch, a lingering glance, a fleeting moment of laughter, it's these delicate traces that leave a lasting impression. When you leave a trail, it's easy to follow, but when you leave a trace, you spark curiosity. They'll find themselves replaying the moments you shared, searching for meaning, trying to unravel the subtle hints you left behind. This art of subtlety is a power move in the world of attraction. The more you resist the urge to overstay your welcome, the more magnetic you become. Like a shadow, your presence remains with them long after you've disappeared. It's the absence that makes them yearn for more. It's like a song that echoes in the back of their mind, a melody that continues to play even after the last note has faded. As Marcus Aurelius wisely put it, the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. If you give too much of yourself away, you risk becoming part of the background, another fleeting face in a crowd. But when you leave a trace, just enough to spark their curiosity, you remain vivid in their thoughts. You don't fade into the background, you linger in their heart, a mystery they can't quite solve. This is the true essence of influence, the power of suggestion, the allure of absence. It's about creating a sense of intrigue, a presence that doesn't dominate but subtly captures their attention. Like walking through a foggy forest, your footprints are faint, but the scent of your presence lingers in the air, drawing them deeper into your world, making them want to discover more. You don't need to show them everything, leave them wanting. In the realm of attraction, it's the fleeting moments, the quiet pauses, and the subtle absences that hold the most power. By creating these traces, these subtle imprints on their mind, you turn yourself into a presence they can't stop thinking about, a memory they can't quite reach. That's when you become unforgettable. Absence becomes a magnetic force, drawing them back to you over and over. It's the art of turning ordinary moments into something extraordinary, of transforming everyday interactions into memories that leave a lasting impression. Imagine your presence as a shadow at twilight, always present but never fully seen. You're felt, not in the obvious ways, but in the subtle undercurrent that lingers after you've gone. And when you leave, your absence isn't an emptiness, it's a canvas waiting to be filled with their thoughts of you. The more they try to fill that space, the more they'll long for your return. This is the power of scarcity. When you leave just a trace, you awaken a desire to chase, a craving to seek you out. You become the treasure that feels just out of reach, the mystery that lingers in their mind long after you've parted. You're not just someone they know, you are an idea, a sensation, a longing that grows with every passing moment. The less you give, the more they will want. This isn't about playing games or manipulating emotions, it's about understanding the deep, magnetic allure of emotional resonance, the power of what feels rare and elusive. People are drawn to what they can't quite possess, to the things they can't fully grasp. By leaving only a trace of yourself behind, you spark an emotional hunger that only intensifies over time. They'll find themselves replaying your shared moments in their minds, wondering when they'll see you again, and imagining the next experience you'll share. Mastering the trace is about emotional intelligence. It's about creating moments that are both significant and fleeting, leaving enough behind to spark curiosity, but never enough to satisfy it. You want them to feel captivated by your absence, to become consumed with the thought of when you'll return. The beauty of this approach lies in the power of your presence, even when you're not physically there. Affirmation: I leave a trace so irresistible they can't help but follow it in their mind. Write this affirmation below to commit to mastering the art of subtlety. By embracing the power of leaving a trace, you will transform yourself into the memory they can't forget, the presence they can't resist. Watch as your absence becomes a powerful pull, drawing them to you like a magnet, creating a connection that lingers long after you've gone. Creates a magnetic pull that they can't resist. When you become their reflection, you hold up a mirror that reveals not only who they are but also who they have the potential to become. You spark something in them, a desire to rise to the next level, to achieve the dreams they've only whispered to themselves. This process isn't about simply agreeing with them or mirroring their words. It's about seeing beyond the surface and recognizing their hidden potential, their unspoken dreams, and their deepest desires. When you become the embodiment of what they long for, you're not just a companion, you become their inspiration, the one who shows them a future they might not have even imagined for themselves. You're the one who ignites a vision in their mind of what their life could be like if they pursued their highest aspirations. Carl Jung once said, "The meeting of two personalities is like the contact of two chemical substances. If there is any reaction, both are transformed." This is exactly what happens when you mirror someone's soul. You don't just form a connection, you create a transformation. Their perception of themselves, their hopes, and even their limitations shift because of the reflection you offer. Your presence in their life becomes a catalyst for change, a constant source of inspiration. But while reflecting their desires and dreams, it's essential to maintain your own individuality. This isn't about becoming a clone or erasing your own identity in order to please them. Instead, it's about aligning with their inner world in a way that feels completely natural yet profound. You remain uniquely you, but in the process, you connect with them on such a deep level that it feels as if you've unlocked a shared vision. To do this, you must master the art of observation. Listen carefully to the things they say, and more importantly, to the things they don't say. Understand what excites them, what scares them, and what fuels their ambition. What are the dreams they haven't dared to voice yet? What are their hidden fears? People are naturally drawn to those who can see them for who they truly are, not just the version they show to the world. When you can reflect their strengths, their core values, and the quiet parts of themselves they keep tucked away, you become irreplaceable. Being their reflection is about more than just validation. It's about making them feel truly seen and understood in a way no one else has. When they realize that you get them, on a level no one else does, they become captivated by your presence, drawn into a connection that feels both familiar and electrifying. You embody the best of who they are, and at the same time, you give them a glimpse of the person they're becoming. By doing this, you don't just become someone they like. You become someone they need. You become the mirror of their soul, the person who holds the vision of their dreams and the inspiration to help them achieve it. Through this, your connection becomes not only magnetic but transformative, leaving them with an irresistible desire to keep evolving with you. And helps them unlock a version of themselves they never thought possible. You become their anchor, the one person who grounds them in their reality while also propelling them toward their highest potential. But here's the key. It's not just about showing them the path to who they could be. It's about walking alongside them as they take those first daring steps into the unknown, when fear and self-doubt threaten to hold them back. When you reflect their inner truth and become the spark of their dreams, you awaken something deep within them. You challenge them to break free from the limitations they've placed on themselves. You become a mirror not only of their current self but of the version of themselves they've been too afraid to believe in. You show them the boundless potential that exists within them, even when they can't see it for themselves. In this dynamic, you are more than just a guide, you are the catalyst for their transformation. Your belief in them becomes a powerful force, lifting them higher, making them believe they are capable of achieving greatness. Every time they question their worth, your presence reassures them of their strength. Every time they hesitate to take a leap, you're the one urging them to soar. The magic of this connection lies in the balance of reflection and inspiration. You hold up the mirror, showing them who they are, and then you take them by the hand, leading them to the dream they never dared to chase. This relationship becomes more than just a connection, it becomes a transformative experience. You become the golden frame around their self-image, illuminating their strengths, passions, and the future they've only dreamed of. By being both the reflection and the dream, you create an unspoken bond, one that transcends words and actions. It's a force that will draw them to you again and again, because you've not only made them feel seen and understood, but you've also made them believe in the possibility of something more. As you nurture this connection, you become an irreplaceable presence in their life. You show them that with the right support, the right belief, and the right vision, they can achieve things they never thought possible. You aren't just a part of their journey, you become the destination, the goal they never realized they needed. You inspire them not just to grow but to become the best version of themselves, a person they'll forever thank you for helping them find.